So, today we asked the question, can overhype kill video games? Yes. Yes, it can. Let's talk about it.
I wanna fucking die.
So I make it a point to keep my expectations for things as low as humanly possible, as not to be disappointed. As MJ and Spider-Man would say, expect disappointment and you'll never be disappointed. But there are cases where even that fails miserably, and I'd like to talk about some of those cases. Also, if you hear noise in the background, don't worry about it. My neighbors are loud and obnoxious like all fucking summer, and it drives me crazy. It's one of the reasons my upload schedule sucks, because anytime I go to make a video, they get loud, and I'm like, can't make a video now! But I'm done worrying about it. So, let's just get on with it. Anyway, let's start with the most recent example for me. Genshin fucking Impact. So I have a friend who plays this game almost religiously. I mean, like, when I say he plays it, like, nearly 24/7, I'm not even fucking kidding. He only stops to eat shit and sleep. And, like, every once in a blue fucking moon, he'll play something else for, like, an hour, and then it's right back to Genshin Impact. Like, I got him Sonic Frontiers for his birthday, and he likes it, you know, he said it's his favorite Sonic game, but yet, he's been stuck on Chaos Island for like a week because he can't stop fucking playing Genshin. And another one of his friends got him a Switch Lite and Breath of the Wild, and I'm like, okay, surely this'll make him stop, right? Because, you know, he's just been playing like discount Breath of the Wild, right? Once he has the real thing, he won't have to play Genshin anymore. Nope, didn't work. Dude has Breath of the Wild now, and he's probably gonna get Tears of the Kingdom soon too, and yet he's still playing the Great Value brand. Like, get a life, my guy. Alright, I'm sorry, too far, okay? Like, I for some reason I just get really heated when it comes to this subject. Like, deadass, this dude has basically turned me into a Genshin Nazi, okay? That's not the best way to put it, but, like, seriously. And the worst part is, like, I tried out Genshin Impact. It's not bad, like, especially for a free-to-play game, it's surprisingly high quality. Looks good, combat's decent, fun exploration, it's got, like, an alright story. It's not a bad game by any means. Although it does kind of teach people to be gambling addicts, which is definitely part of the problem. Like, if me and my friend ever go on vacation, we need to avoid Las Vegas like the plague, because clearly this guy's in trouble. Granted, slot machines don't have anime titties, so maybe we'll be okay. Now, Japan, on the other hand, that's a different story entirely. There have been recent cases of Genshin players being bullied, though, which is rather unfortunate, okay? It's even gone as far as people saying that all male Genshin players need to die, like... Really, though? Are you for fucking real? It's fucking Twitter being Twitter as usual, like... Get a fucking life, bro. Like... I may be anti-Genshin right now, but even I have standards, like, okay? Genshin players don't need to die, they just need to play something else. All jokes aside though, like, y'all have fun with your Genshin Impact, just keep that shit as far away from me as possible, because I'm so fucking over it. I can't even stand to see that game anymore. Makes me physically ill. Exhibit B, Skyrim. So, Skyrim's a good game. You know, I played it for, you know, a few hours, and yeah, it's pretty good. But is it a 10 out of 10 masterpiece, though? Does it deserve all the rewards it's got, like, awards it's gotten? And does it deserve to be being ported to, like, every console known to man? It depends on who you ask, but I'm not sure about that one myself. Now, once again, similar thing, I had a roommate who played Skyrim almost religiously. Now, this isn't the same friend I was talking about before. No, we ended our friendship a long fucking time ago, because he ended up being a narcissistic piece of human garbage, but that's beside the point. Point is, I saw him playing Skyrim pretty much all the time, to the point where I basically had a good idea of what the game was like without even ever having to play it. But I decided to give it a try anyway, and again, you know, it gave me a few hours of entertainment, and at first I'm like, hey, maybe I can get into this, but, you know, after a while, it just didn't really seem like it was getting that much better. Like, it just kinda, like, stayed at the same quality that it was at the beginning, which, yeah, it's, you know, a pretty solid game, but I tend to like to play games that, like, get better as you play them, and for me, it just wasn't really one of those. It was just, you know, one of those, how it starts is how it ends. At least for me. I call that uneducated if you wish, but, I did put a good few hours into it, like, it just didn't seem like it was changing much. And plus, when something is hyped up enough, you have these certain expectations for it, and it doesn't quite live up to said expectations, you're just like, eh. I've played better. The main theme is fucking amazing, though. Like, honestly, one of the best pieces of music in a video game, so at least it's got that going for it. Tales of Arise. Now, there is absolutely no reason on this planet I should not be head over heels for this game. Okay, like, I love Tales of Xillia, it's one of my favorite fucking JRPGs of all time, okay? It's a really good game in my opinion. And, like, Tales of Symphonia and Berseria were pretty good too. But, like, this one, it's like, I like it a lot. There's a lot to like about it. I did finish it. I enjoyed the story. I liked the characters. I liked the world. It was very visually pleasing. It's, like, one of the best looking fucking anime games out there. Like, it is gorgeous. So why on God's green earth was I slightly indifferent towards it throughout? The answer? My friend wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. And this is the same friend I was referring to when it came to Genshin Impact. Yeah, you can see the parallels. He's very into weeb games. Now, he wasn't pestering me about it per se, but he did keep bringing it up a lot to the point where eventually I was like, alright, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna drop everything and just get it and play it. And I don't know, I guess I just kind of played it before I was really ready, because, like, I was gonna get to it eventually, but I was putting it off, and he just kept bringing it up, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna play it. Like, even though I wasn't really, like, in the mood for it, and I was kind of forcing it, so that was definitely part of the problem. Like, if you play a game out of obligation, rather than really making, like, a quote-unquote conscious decision to play it, kind of ruins it for you a little bit. At least that's the case for me. But to be fair, it's not like I haven't done the same thing, okay? Because there was a point in time when I was, like, really obsessed with Undertale. Like, I even have a fucking Sans costume, for crying out loud.
A little bit of sense in my life, a little bit of sense by my side, a little bit of sense is all I need, a little bit of sense is what I see.
Point is, I was trying to get him on the hype train, and needless to say, it didn't really work out. He played it for, like, you know, maybe a couple hours and was like, couldn't really get into it. Point is, Tales of Arise was kind of ruined for me. In this case, it's not so much that he ruined it for me, I kind of ruined it for myself by trying to force myself to get into it, and that is just not the way to go about it. Like, that shit comes naturally, and if you try to force it, like, you ain't gonna feel good about it. Like, that's just facts. Ocarina of Time. Now, this one's kind of cheating because I do really like Ocarina of Time. I consider it to be, like, one of the best games out there, really. And I'm a pretty huge Zelda fan, but the thing is, like, for the longest time, people were saying Ocarina was, like, the best game ever, and I just don't agree with that. Like, there's definitely better games out there. Like, it's not even my favorite Zelda game. Like, you know, best N64 game, maybe, but best Zelda game? Like, I hear people saying that Ocarina is like the best Zelda game, and I'm like, Ocarina of Time? That's a weird way to pronounce Twilight Princess. All jokes aside though, like, there are a lot of Zelda games I like more. Like, most of the 3D Zelda games, in my opinion, just kinda got better over time. Like, Wind Waker is like one of the best Zelda games of all time, period. Way better than Ocarina, in my opinion. Then, of course, Twilight Princess is my favorite, probably because it was the first one I ever played, which is the case with a lot of people who like Ocarina. Did someone say hypocrisy? Yeah, I even like Skyward Sword more to some extent, as controversial as that opinion may be. Like, especially the Switch version, like, they did a pretty damn good job with that, even if it is a little bit overpriced. But at least once Breath of the Wild came out, that seemed to, like, dethrone Ocarina, and now you've got everybody saying that's the best game ever made and the best Zelda game ever made, and yeah, I felt the same way at first, but over time I'm like, do I really? Or am I just jumping on the hype train? I still have, like, these feelings for Twilight Princess that just will never go away, because that game is so damn special to me. But Tears of the Kingdom, on the other hand, I don't think anyone can deny that's just objectively the best Zelda. Point is, Ocarina, like, I mean, it's up there in terms of the greats, and, you know, that game basically changed gaming forever, so I have a high level of respect for it for that, but again, best game ever made? Not really, at least not in my opinion. Anyway, those are the only examples I really have for now. I'm sure I could bring up a couple of others like Fortnite and Minecraft, but I haven't really played Fortnite at all, and I've barely played Minecraft, so I don't really have an opinion on those. And I really like Dragon Quest Builders, so for all I know I would end up really liking Minecraft, but I just can't bring myself to play it for more than like a minute, so whatever. If I ever do get around to playing it more, maybe I'll let you know what I think, but for now, I don't have any opinions on that shit. So yeah. I hope you enjoyed the video. I definitely did exaggerate in some parts, but I just wanted to give my own personal experiences on games that I've had a little bit of trouble getting into, despite other people really enjoying. So yeah, I hope you don't murder me in the comments section. Please be respectful. I will find you. And I will have a man-to-man talk with you. Anyway, that's all. Peace.
Why am I toxic?